And Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois for our main event. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a nice clean fight. All right, touch gloves, let's box.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Teddy, obviously we have a matchup that the fans love, power puncher versus power puncher, but if you're one of the two trainers, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about defense. If I can be a little bit better on defense, my power's not going away. I'm still going to be okay in that area.
Nice block by Bad Intentions. Well-targeted counterpunch by Thomas. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. A sound combination by Thomas. Something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good block by Bad Intentions. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Halfway through round number one. He's always done a good job of keeping his opponent off of him, yet setting up his own offense. I'm assuming we will see a lot of the jab out of him tonight.
Yeah, well, assume that he's going to fight a fight like his opponent has BO, body odor, you know, and he just wants to stay away from, and he's going to use that jab as a fan. Well, not a fan, but sort of a measuring stick, a separation stick.
It's been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fight is over here, and the basketball players, for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
Wow, no doubt about it, affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Comes right back with some offense of his own. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move.
Well-placed counterpunch by Thomas. Thomas is fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
Thomas is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Thomas. Good work doubling up that jab by Bad Intentions. Good block by Bad Intentions. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Now that's some fine work right there by Thomas. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Bad Intentions. You always say punchers are born, Teddy, but what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
And he pulls the trigger again. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. That was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Very clean offense from defense by Thomas. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Now that's some fine work right there by Thomas. Halfway through this round. Nice block by Bad Intentions. Thomas's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
Nice block by Bad Intentions. blocked that away. It was targeted for his head. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Gonzalez. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Thomas. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Nice block by Thomas. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Gonzalez. Good solid double jab by Thomas. Halfway through round number 4. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Good doubling up of the jab by Thomas. What a good counterpunch by Bad Intentions. Gonzalez is putting together punch stats tonight that fall right in line with what his strategy is. Outside fighter, throwing lots of jabs, landing lots of jabs.
Well, what it is the jab is the table setter. And the jab tonight has set up the table where he's been able to eat whenever he's wanted.
10 seconds to go in this. Wow! Gonzalez has been stunned. Thomas's nose is starting to bleed. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue and red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
You're going to catch him. You're going to catch him. Your swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
That's a good question. Sometimes the guy is making a solid agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
Gonzalez is fighting real smart here on the outside. Well, if ever you wanted to explain to somebody the benefits of distance while fighting, this is a perfect example by what we're seeing out of him on the outside.
Well, you know, so many times I see tall guys, and what the heck's the sense of being tall if you don't know how to fight tall? He knows how.
Solid counterpunch by Thomas. Accurate counterpunch by Thomas. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Teddy, this guy's putting on a clinic right now. I mean, his accuracy is remarkable.
Yeah, clinic in a healthcare center. He's like a surgeon.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Get on that now. Listen, I want you to pick his jab. That's right. Pick his jab. When he throws jab, let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
The start of the 6th round. A sound combination by Thomas.
More punch.
Blocks that punch.
More punch. Work the body, kid.
Good return fire that time. Protecting his head well with his guard. Very clean offense from defense by Thomas. One for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Halfway through round 6. A good block. He comes back with the left hand again. Thomas's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. A little defense turns to offense by Thomas. Gonzalez is staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. Bad intentions is putting that old boxing theory to work. And that's carry that walking stick and it'll take you far.
Yeah, you're talking about that jab. He's doing a good job. But, you know, the jab's not enough. You have to be educated with where to use the jab from. And that's what he's doing a good job with. If you throw a jab from too close, you can get timed with the jab killer, the right hand. He's throwing that jab from the right distance, where he's all the way outside, where his opponent cannot counter with the right hand.
Another left hand from him. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Good block there by Thomas. Devastating blow by Thomas. Well-targeted counterpunch by Thomas. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Well-placed counterpunch by Thomas. Scored well after being hit himself. And a smart counterpunch by bad intentions. Thomas's training regimen probably didn't include much work defensively because he has been a sitting target all night long.
It's just not moving his head. And you know, the problem when you try to block and you don't move your head, your opponent can put punches together and keep you defensive, you're handcuffed. But when you move your head, you create an opening. So your opponent throws a punch, he misses, he doesn't put them together. He's worried about something coming back. Right now, the opponent's not worried about anything coming back.
What a nice combo by bad intentions. Well-placed counterpunch by Thomas. Fires right back at him. Well done, three-punch series of punches there by Thomas. Now that's some fine work right there by Thomas. Good exchange, scoring well with the right hands. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Carries that punch intended for the head. Gonzalez is doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Jabs by bad intentions. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counterpunch.
Yeah, you see the counterpunch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
And now he's putting his punches together. There he goes. counter punch by Bad Intentions. Super two-punch combo by Bad Intentions. Gonzalez has been having great success with these combinations, Teddy.
Well, there's a reason for it. He's using his jab to start it, and then he's letting the punches go, letting their hands follow.
Stay away from the inside.
Very nice work with the double jab up top. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well.
Off the rope.
Targeted counter punch by Thomas. Tried the hook, didn't get it.
You're not focusing.
Good scoring counter punch by Bad Intentions. End of the round here. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. It's turning out to be a very good fight because it's very competitive. It's one of those fights that's really hard to score.
Yeah, it is hard to score. It's going to be up to the judges now. Hopefully, they've been watching the way they need to watch, and they're competent enough to make sure that it's not just a matter of who's throwing, but, you know, who's really landing.
Good work on the combination by Thomas. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Lands the counter. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Gonzalez. Good block there by Bad Intentions. Good counter punch. Halfway through this round. Good block by Bad Intentions. Good looking counter punch. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good block by Bad Intentions. Well-placed counter punch by Thomas. Well, he told us all week long, hey, I want to keep it on the outside. I don't care where he is. This fight's not going his way right now.
No, it's not, and I don't care how long he is, how tall he is, but just look at his feet. When he throws punches, they're sliding forward, and that's why he's not keeping that advantage on the outside.
I I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Nice block by Bad Intentions. How about that? Another right hand. He has reached that point in the fight where his only chance is to cash in and hit lotto here. He needs that grand slam, that big knockout punch, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a pen in his hand where he can fill out the numbers, but he does have a couple fists. And what he's going to have to do is find a specific place to aim a shot. Look for one moment, one spot.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special offensive happening in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Good block by Bad Intentions. Good block there by Thomas. Scoring counter punch by Thomas. The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Good block by Bad Intentions. Nothing there on the punch by Thomas. Nice block by Thomas. jab by Bad Intentions. Very clever move there. Little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Thomas. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle. It continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. And he continues to do a good job on the outside. Teddy, he was doing this early on in the fight.
Hey, you know, you hear people say, remember that old saying where you hear somebody saying, that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Well, this is his style, and he's sticking with it.
Two clean shots get in by Gonzalez. Comes right back with a shot of his own. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Able to show you his blocking ability.
Keep moving.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Nice block by Thomas. Smart counterpunch by Thomas. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Gonzalez. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Fires right back at him. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Good block there by Thomas. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
And we send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say. Gonzalez is your winner. 2 judges overcoming the one who saw it a draw.
Just not much to separate.